let's put it to this. If I had the chance to take all my students with me on this journey, if I had the chance to take all of them and my colleagues, I would have done that in an instant. The most important thing about education, not only US education but also Dutch education or all sorts and types of different education, the most important thing is that you are open to learning, that you are willing to learn, and that you are given the opportunity to learn from other people.
We're being brought everywhere we need to be. The ITD house is amazing.
Yeah, we get a lot of good tips, like you can look there, or you can go and eat, and you can go dancing, or you can go visit your school and do that, or ask about that.
And we've got a lot of things are prepared for us. The speakers we visited, they were nice, but we also had some spare time to relax and enjoy and see what you want to see. So
your own interest can be also done. Like if I want to look around at UMass, it would be possible to grab a bike and go there, or go into the city.
When the early start of the week, on Monday they had a Teacher's Day, so this was something else. I didn't know how they would do that. So the morning was for all the teachers, and they had a lot of presentations. We tried to talk a bit about the Dutch educational system, and there were a lot of questions. We didn't have enough time, but everybody really enjoyed it and was really eager to find out more about our system.
And then ITD introduces you to so many different, so interesting speakers. They all have their own opinion and their experience in the educational system. Like we had a speaker for special needs, we had a speaker for high school, we had a speaker that gave us a history about the American educational system. It was all so interesting, and us 20 not knowing each other before and now getting the same program, and ITD would drive us around, well, the entire state. They would bring us to see Walmart, they would bring us to the training room facilities they have, they would bring us back to the house, they would go out with us, they would show us the city, Amherst, where we were in. They made those 4 days be so good and so interesting, and we learned a lot about each other.
So education in the United States is a lot different, and what I'm going to bring back to my students and what I'm going to tell them about is that, well, firstly, there's a lot of freedom of choice here in the United States of which courses you're going to choose and at what level you'd like to do that. That's very different from the Netherlands, where you can only choose one level at which you are going to take all courses at. So that's very different, and I'd also like to take that back to the Netherlands, and we'd like to learn from that and try to implement that as well. There's a lot of discussion about that in the Netherlands already, and from what we have seen here, it's a really nice implementation of a more differentiated model, and I'd like to use that to bring it back to the Netherlands.
I think ITD is doing a great job. I really like all the lectures we're having, and everything is accommodated so well, and so we feel so welcome. The house is really pretty. The lectures are great and on a good level, and everything is provided we need. Yes, perfectly.
Looking back on the trip, all of the things that I really wanted to see and learn here, I did see and I did learn, so it was valuable, and I would definitely recommend this to all my fellow teachers, because just talking about how we educate and why we do the things we do with someone else is very valuable, especially if they have a different background and different system that they work in. So yes, I would recommend it.
I'd say that Martha's Vineyard has a really good sense of community, and you also see that in the school. So people know each other, and the students know the teachers know the students, And I also thought the students were really motivated. Like they would come back after school for projects. They showed us around. They had time to talk to us. The teachers were wonderful. The entire staff was wonderful. Everyone was really happy. I wouldn't say they were happy that we were there because that sounds a bit arrogant, but they were really welcoming. They were nice. They were very proud of their school, which is really good.
And the fact that teachers are really open in here. Rooms are always open, you're always welcome. In Netherlands it's more a close system, I guess. Teachers are more on their own. So these are the main things I found so far. They do way more sports, especially in high school. That's something we don't do. In the Netherlands, you mainly go to a sport club if you wanna do some sports. And in here it's more in school, and there are more other. In the Williams Middle School there are lots of extracurricular programs after school. That's rather good actually.
At school it was a very great experience because we had to see how they are interacting with the children. They love the children, they have a very fresh spirit of thinking with each other, how to work as a team.
What I really liked was the first day we were there, we had a tour by a student, and he was very eager to tell us everything about his school. He was very proud of his school. And after the tour, we had the same tour but then by the principal, and it was very nice to compare. But everybody was so willing to allow us to come in their lessons, and everybody was pleased to meet us and tell everything about the school. And also, I think I attended a lot of English learners lessons. That is something I really enjoyed. And I learned a lot of practical things I can use in my lessons as well.
Carry